Packers beat the Vikings. They go to Minnesota, beat them 33-10. The Packers end the season, 2023 season with a bang. Jordan Love looked very good, 24-33, 356, 3 pass touchdowns, a quarterback rating of 125. Jaden Reed, 6 catches, 89 yards, 2 TDs. Bo Melton, 6 catches, 105 and a touchdown. The Packers, that young and that's without Watson, who many believe is their best receiver. Romeo Dobbs didn't get a whole lot involved tonight, but they got another young receiver in Heath, and then you throw Jaden Reed, Melton on top of that. They've got a nice young core of wide receivers, and you see Aaron Jones come back, run the football effectively. We know he can catch it. He's a Swiss Army knife. He can catch it. He can run it. He's great in blitz pickup. Big Dylan, the big bruising back to get you tough, short yardage. I like what the Packers possess offensively moving forward, and the defense is only going to get better. So they go in, keep their slim playoff hopes alive, 33-10 by beating the Minnesota Vikings. What did you like about what you saw from the Pack?
Listen, the Packers, first of all, with the win next week, the Packers can obviously clinch a playoff spot if they beat the Bears next week. But offensively, what I saw from them with the ability to run the ball, what I like to call thunder and lightning, as a pair of running backs that they do have, Aaron excuse me, my brother Aaron and Mr. Dillon being able to do, they have two different running styles, but they get it done differently. I like calling them thunder and lightning. One is quick and fast, and one is a bruising back that can bleed the clock for you. When you're able to run the ball the way that they did tonight, that's why the passing game was so successful. That's why it was so successful. Then you have all the young bulls that are answering the call at every time they throw the ball. Jordan Love has to be not licking and chopping. I'm trying to think of the word and really understanding that regards to who he goes to, they always come in the clutch for him every time. Deep balls, short balls, intermediate balls, everything was working for them boys tonight simply because the running game was that successful.
Yeah, Ocho, you have to feel very good. If I'm the Packers front office, Brian Gutekunst, who's the GM, Mark Murphy, who's the CEO of the Packers, you have to feel good with where you are. I don't think they're going to have a problem extending Jordan Love, considering when you look at these plethora of young receivers that he have, and I think he's shown you you made the right decision. Aaron gave you 17, 18 great years. There's nothing to feel sad about. It was time for him to move on. It was time for you guys to move on. He's in the Jets, and hopefully he can overcome that Achilles injury and get back on the field next year. And let's see what he can do for the Jets. But if I'm the Green Bay Packers, I love where I am with Jordan Love. These young receivers, Aaron Jones ran the ball extremely well. You mentioned A.J. Dillon, Taylor ran the ball. They had 150, 177. They had almost 190 yards rushing. So anytime you get 190 yards rushing and your quarterback 24, 33, because now we're going to throw the ball when we want to throw it. You're not dictating when we throw it. We're not behind. We're not behind the sticks, and you force us to throw the ball. We throw it when we're ready, area of the field, down and distance when we're ready, because we have that kind of confidence in our offense. So the Packers look very good. I thought the Vikings would give a little bit more fight than what they put up, but you on your fifth or sixth.
Especially, listen, the funny thing about it, this is weird to me. Usually when it's a division opponent, sometimes the game is close. Very seldom is it lopsided and one-sided like it was tonight, because you're familiar with what they're going to do. You know, obviously when you play a division opponent, you throw in a different wrinkle or two. You know, most of the time it's the same stuff, just different formation sets and little, I call it salad dressing, you know, to throw them off. But you're familiar with a team that you're playing, that you see twice a year, and for it to be one-sided throughout the entirety of the game until the last few minutes when the Vikings were able to score in garbage time.
Muff the punt, Packers.
Again, the quarterback carousel doesn't make it no better. It doesn't make it no better. Obviously, you start with what's the first quarterback name?
Cousins.
Yeah. No, not Kirk.
Yeah, Kirk. He tore his Achilles.
I mean, no, the one who started the first half.
Oh, you talking about Mullins?
And then they switched.
Nick Mullins.
Yeah, and it just Justin Jefferson did what he could. He did what he could do. They tried to give him the ball. He wasn't as efficient. I mean, we can't have a one-man show. That ain't gonna never work. They have a one-man show. They couldn't run the ball efficiently, and obviously the offense sputtered. I could see the frustration on Justin Jefferson's face, but I think he'll be fine next year. Maybe Russ can go in
Now
Minnesota.
you like that, huh?
Yeah. Listen, I like it, but again, I prefer the Steelers for him just based on history and what they've been able to do when it comes to playoffs and Super Bowl wins. But other than that, in Minnesota, I think they're gonna be fine as long as they make sure they take care of the quarterback position because right now they don't have
They
an
don't.
answer at the
And
helm.
it's a rarity that you can have your starting quarterback go down and then the backup comes in and he plays really well for an extended period of time.
Right.
Cincinnati has to feel very good with the showing, even though they lost today. But I think Jake Browning has acquitted himself very well. He's showing that I'm able to stick around. I can make plays given an opportunity. And he picked up some plays with his legs because the thing is Joe is pretty athletic also. So I'm not going to say Joe wouldn't have or couldn't have picked up those plays because Joe is more athletic than you think. But you see today, Jake Browning didn't have a problem tucking the ball. I think he got like 3 first down on 5 scrambles. But at the end, his offensive line just couldn't hold up, and they sacked him like 5 of the last 6 possessions, a drop back pass attempt. So Green Bay keep their playoffs hopes alive, 33-10 over the Minnesota Vikings.